Now I'm coming to this my notepad. Today is 8th February, Wednesday. So what we want to do is, there is something called test scenarios. It is also known as, AKA means also known as test conditions. Today we are going to see this. What is a test scenario? What is a test condition? So far you have written what am I going to do, what am I going to do, but I am going to write it in a specific format. Okay, for that what we do is we use an Excel sheet. Let us use an Excel sheet. Okay, let me increase the font size. Test conditions meaning, or test scenarios meaning, what do you test? What you do. There are only two columns in this. This is called test conditions or test scenarios writing. What you do, what is expected as a result. Remember, we talked about you act, system will react. You do something, system will display something, or system will give some issues. This is what it is. And we need to write it down. We need to document it, right? What you do, what is expected result. Okay? Two columns. This is the test conditions. Now, why do we do it? Imagine that you are testing entire railways reservation system. Imagine that you are testing the entire banking system of SBI. Imagine that you are testing the entire flight booking system for Air India. Okay, or Anna University admission system. People have to file application, then they have to choose the colleges, then there is a counseling round, then seat allocation, email sending, SMS being sent. Everything is software. Everything is software. So to test a very small 1 or 2 pages, you can remember in your mind. Whereas if it is a large system, you cannot remember. First thing is, you cannot remember everything. Second thing, even if you are a super duper guy remembering everything in your brain, if you do not come to the office because of some reason, nobody else will know what to do, how to test. But tomorrow there's a release for that project. Who will test? So you cannot remember everything. You cannot be the blocker or bottleneck. What is a bottleneck? You are the hurdle. If only and you only know everything in that project, nobody else can work without you. That is a very bad thing for the company. Just because one guy is not there, project should not stop. One is our own human deficiency, second thing, human dependency. Both we need to avoid. If we do that, then multiple people can share the work. So document everything. It's very important. Now I'm coming back to the Excel sheet. Let us take college application system. In a college application system, let us say what we do. Let us write it, or yesterday we will take the example of yesterday we have done the billing system, point of sales billing system. What you do, login with valid user ID and password. What is the expected result? System must allow and display home page. This is the result. Correct? Same way in medicine also, if I give you anesthesia this much, what is the expected result? Within 3 minutes, you should go to unconscious state. That's the expected result. I have a headache. I put Amritanjan or Vicks, that one, a painkiller. That is what I do. What is the expected result? Within 10 minutes, the pain is relieved. So you do what is expected as a result out of it. So I log in with the valid user ID password. Log in with invalid user ID. System must display an error. This is the expected result. This is the positive testing. This is the negative testing. Correct? So next thing, click on generate bill menu. What is the expected result on that system? For example, let us take Excel itself. Okay. If I click on insert menu, what is the expected result? Someone in Microsoft would have written pivot table, recommended pivot tables, table illustration, all these icons should be displayed. That is the expected result. Click on page layout. This is the expected result. So generate the bill menu, new bill screen displayed. Enter item code and press enter or tab key. That is what I do on the system. What is expected result? Item name, comma price must be displayed. Now I say enter item quantity and press enter or tab. What is the thing? Then cost must be displayed. What is the cost? Price or quantity. So like this, like a story or a step-by-step instructions, one line of what you do, one line of what is expected result. Keep on writing. What we spent is last 7 minutes or 8 minutes only. Okay, in the last 7 or 8 minutes with all the explanation, I am able to write 5 test conditions. Imagine with full focus, we write for 1 hour. Exams we write 3 hours. Okay, assignments we write for an hour. Class test we write for an hour. 1 full hour. Think about the system. Imagine the permutation combination. Write what you do and what is expected result. Is this concept clear? I mean, coming back to the screen. Is this concept clear? What you do, if it is clear, send a reaction. Any reaction. Good. Okay. This is a very, very important part in testing. The moment once you write all these things, next day you don't have to think. That is the beauty. If you remember everything in your brain, every day you have to think, recollect, and then do. Instead, if you write it in an Excel sheet, next day you put a tick mark. This is tested, this is done, this is working, this is working, this is working. If you don't document, it is a pain. Not documenting is a sin actually. It is pavam. Not document in software industry is a crime. Not a legal crime, but definitely it is a crime with respect to the industry standards. Many people thinking like, oh, documentation, I want to do only coding. Documentation is extremely important. Microsoft, what are large companies, forget about just Microsoft alone, there are large companies, okay? What they do is very simple. Let me charge my battery, okay? First document, get the documents clear. Once the documents are clear, I can give the contract to company A or company B or company C, no problem, because document is there, knowledge is there, right? How did you learn about Oracle? How did you learn about MySQL? How did you learn about Excel sheet? Somebody documented, somebody taught. If the documentation is correct, you have a lot of people using it. Number two, I can move if one vendor or one supplier, one of my software provider is not doing good, I can give the document to another guy, hey, you do it better. I can change the contract. But if I don't have the document, all the knowledge is in one vendor, and that service provider is, I would say, blackmailing me. I cannot fire the guy, right? I cannot move from one person to another service provider. So documentation is extremely important. Now, 20 minutes. Now I am going to give you another exercise. Okay. In the same thing, let us continue. Let us continue this exercise. And then I will give you the exercise for today. Enter the item quantity, press tab. Then enter 5 such items with quantity. Okay. Same thing, cost must be displayed and with quantity, right? Click on calculate total. Total tax must be displayed. You can write it in active voice or passive voice, whichever you want. But one thing that we normally do, okay, either you can, it's not a problem. What you do, always write in active voice. Okay. If you look at the way I wrote these things, the first thing starts with a verb. Click, enter, login, do, move, something like that. Select, something like that. This typically, again, you can maintain a consistency. Make it very crisp. System must allow, system should do, or something should be displayed, or you can say simple sentence or must be displayed also is fine. Here you can use active voice or passive voice, not a problem. But always what you do, give like an instruction. Okay, let me put that in the notepad also. What you do, write it as an instruction in active voice. Preferably start with the verb. Do it, click it, select it. In software, what we do, type, click, see, talk, something like that. That's all, nothing beyond that. Click on calculate total. Okay. Select cash or card option. Option must be selected. Suppose I say just one. Click on cash option. Option must be selected. Get money from customer. Click on paid. Equal to yes. Bill number must be displayed. Click on print bill. Bill must be printed on a paper. It's the complete flow. The moment I write it, always remember, documentation is not for you. I repeat again. When you write documentation like this, make it very simple. Don't show your English proficiency. Make it very simple. Thumb rule, 8th standard kid must understand. That's it. Imagine that I give this to an 8th standard kid who can read English and understand English, or 10th standard guy. that person should be, oh, this is clear, this is clear, this is clear, I can do, I can do. If this can be done like that, it's a practice. 3 or 4 days you practice, you will crack this. Anything in your, in any product you buy, the catalog is nothing but this one, step by step instruction. You take a car manual, this clearly like this. If you take a TV manual, if you take a remote control manual, if you take a microwave oven manual, every manual is a step by step instruction given very, very clearly in simple English. That's it. The moment you write like this is, I got some 10 conditions for generating one bill, right? And I can write so many other things also. As an administrator, end of the day, the shop owner will say, log in as store owner. Okay. Admin main page must be displayed, because the owner can change item quantity, can change item price, can apply coupons. Click on generate day sales report. Day sales report for today with all items purchased must be generated in PDF. One line. Ask in one line, answer in one line. Maybe maximum 2 lines. That's it. If you develop this practice of what you do, what is expected. This is, if you crack this part, half of testing is over. Writing test scenarios. Many people say, oh, documentation in Excel sheet in English. People forget you are thinking. To document, you think. Don't think that this is just a documentation typing. To type a valid sentence and a project manager with 10 years of experience is approving this, that means you should be writing it well. You should be thinking well ahead. So documentation needs thinking and writing skills. If you are not able to think step by step, if you are not able to think, if I do, what will happen? If you do not know, you cannot write. So documentation is not just typing. Many people misunderstand that way. Is this example clear to you all? If so, can you please react? Good. By the way, yesterday we have in the JIT, we have uploaded MCQ answer keys. Okay. In the Open Mentor Upskills GitHub, there is a folder called MCQ answer keys 4th February 2023. The answer key for testing, everything is right here. Okay. It's all here. So I just answered, I selected everything as the first one and then say, so that it will show what is the correct answer for each of these questions. Okay. So you will know what is the correct answer for every question. So for all the papers, we have, for the 4 question papers that MCQs that we have done, the answer keys are put over here. You can inform your friends also. This is for your own reference. Every week you answer like this, 20-25 questions. Within 4 or 5 weeks, you will definitely have an upper hand. Okay. Now, test conditions. Is the concept clear to you all? Very good. Sorry about the interruption. Momentarily, my internet got disconnected. I'm back. Are you hearing my voice clearly now? Is my voice clear? Please raise your hands. Good. Okay, let us continue. I just want to, we want to always, I was there and I was telling about every day we'll be talking about some industry domain related points, because when you actually get into the testing, that is what you'll be actually using in the system. Now I am going to share my screen. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Today I'm going to talk about CRM. This is another domain within ERP. This is a module. ERP contains everything. CRM meaning customer relationship management. What is it? First of all, how do you define a customer? Who is a customer? Someone who gives money and then pays and then gets some product of you. That is a customer. CRM contains 3 modules: marketing, sales, and support. There are 3 big modules of CRM. First module is marketing, second module is sales, support. Many people misunderstand marketing and sales are one and the same. No, marketing is different, sales is different. Let us take marketing. What is marketing? Brand building. Now let me come back to the screen. Where I say boost, what comes to your mind? Boost. Type it. When I say boost, what comes to your mind? Secret of my energy, right? Right, correct. Boost is the secret of my energy. Any face is coming to you? You remember any face for boost? Sachin, okay. Dhoni, Virat Kohli. I remember the days Kapil Dev used to come, okay. Probably you guys might not have seen that ad, Kapil Dev's ad. Kapil Dev's famous Yorker in Benson and Hedges Trophy in Australia was part of that boost ad. Why is that ad coming? Why should we put an ad? Because, and why should we put Kapil Dev or Sachin or Virat Kohli or Dhoni? Because most people know Virat Kohli. So they have a face. They remember that face. They remember that identity. When Virat Kohli says this is good, you trust. Whether Virat Kohli is a scientist or a doctor, we don't even know. But you are familiar with Virat Kohli, and Virat Kohli is part of that. Kids remember. So brand building is make sure that the brand name sticks to people's brain. It should go into your brain. There is no relationship between Virat Kohli. Whether Virat Kohli is drinking boost every day, we do not know. Whether Dhoni is drinking boost every day, we do not know. But you relate. Same way, Synthol soap, Hammam soap, Little soap. So you have soap ads. So brand building is advertising. Advertising is the biggest market. Why? You need to only when I know the name or when I know the brand of the product, I will buy. If I don't even know, how will I buy? Correct? Advertising market is huge. Google lives in what? Google's money or Facebook's money coming from what? Online advertisements, correct? The entire money of Facebook advertisements is only marketing. So it is a medium because they reach people. To reach people with the right message, you need to give money to Google or Facebook. So advertising is a big spending area, but advertising can be in paper, magazine, TV, radio, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Insta, right? FB, Google. There are so many medium available. Quora, you can give advertisement in everything. To give advertisement, you have to pay money as an advertiser. When the user clicks on something, right? Google gets money. Google will deduct maybe 5 rupees per click, 10 rupees per view, some are 10 rupees per 100 views. They get money. So marketing and boards. You go to railway station or airport, you see big advertisement, this flex posters, right? It's all advertisement. Then match sponsorship. You see Geo on the t-shirt, you see Horlicks on somebody's t-shirt, you see Lipton's on the t-shirt, you see some other company's name on the t-shirt, cap, everywhere. Advertising is a big industry. Okay, I give advertisement. How do you know how many people read, how many people watched you? Track how many watched you. At least suppose I put a big banner in Anna Salai near Gemini. How will I know how many people actually watched me? I do not know. But what I can do is, if I put on the left hand side of the sign, only the vehicles going through this side can see that. How many vehicles go through that way? Maybe 1/5 of the people may notice me, or maybe 2% of the people may notice. If 1 lakh people travel through Anna Salai every day, this way, 2% of it, maybe 2,000 people might have seen me. If I put a small board, not even 2% will see. If I put a big board, for small board, there's a cost. For big board, there's a cost. There's a lighting, there's a cost. So companies spend money on advertisements. After you spend the money, how did you spend the money? In which media you spend the money? How many people? If it is Google or Facebook or LinkedIn, I know exactly how many people watched me. That metrics is available. In online advertisement, it's a big thing. You exactly know the count, how many people viewed you, how many people clicked on you, how many people shared you, how many people retweeted you. Everything you will know in online. In radio, you have no control. Who listen to you, you have no control. TV, you have a control because set-top box providers give the data. This channel was on this particular TV on this day. That time this ad was run. They give the data. Magazines, you know, Dinamani magazine or Indian Express magazine, this many circulation. Will 2% see my ad? All these things are tracked. So tracking, giving advertisement, planning advertisement. Again, should I give a fridge or AC advertisement in winter? Should I give it the advertisement in summer? Planning. So planning of ads, timing. Should I give this ad in the morning time in the TV or in the evening time in the TV? Evening between 6 and 9 or after 9? In the news or before the news or after the news? Someone has to plan. So marketing department, who should I put as a brand ambassador? Should I put Sachin or should I put somebody else? Should I put a Hindi actor or Tamil actor? So many things are planning for is there in marketing. So marketing means you give ads. This is called a campaigning. You campaign means you are doing tom-tom. How many people will listen? Of that, a small portion will remember. Then when they go to the shop, a few times they hear again and again, they come and then they may buy. They may buy. There is no guarantee that they will buy. Is this concept clear to you? I'll stop my screen share. Is this concept clear to you? Marketing, what is? Good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop my session here. Like this.